That is the way they will mistakenly drop a bomb somewhere else as well. And it may just be somewhere crowded in southern Nigeria. A die given here. So you all kind of need to reflect on that, okay? Because to me, I'm not saying that, because they are now saying everybody should go on the street. I was like, yeah, I like that one now. Yeah, well, all right. Oh, yeah, go on the street, shut down Kano, shut down Abuja, shut down Kaduna. More see reactions first. Maybe here you get like the Shiites. Let's see if your own brothers are going to now look away. Ribadu, they go order the military to kill everybody. Kill them, those ones, arrest them. You see what the Southern Nigeria stood up for the NSAS, and the rest of you, Arewa, you did your best to ensure that the people of your people never participate. And what was NSAS? What was it all about? It was about police brutality. It was about good governance. It's about things that could possibly have at least little way make a difference today. But what did you do? Because Bokwari was there. They are planning to remove him. They are planning to take power from the north, as if to say the power ever serves any of you to start with. This fake power that you always envisage that you have as a slave of what do you call it? Of a failed country and a failed region. But something tells you that there is this power that you have. You don't have any. If your power cannot keep you safe. So now you are raising money for terrorists online. Like you are going to actually take all that money and you're going to give the money to terrorists. And you think you can gaslight everybody and make everybody feel like you are doing the right thing. Have you ever seen anywhere in the world where any reasonable governments ever negotiates with a terrorist? You don't negotiate with a terrorist. You don't forgive terrorists. Terrorists don't repent. Terrorism of this Islamic jihadism of these people, right, is an ideology. Do you understand? It's not like an hobby. It's an ideology. The only repented terrorist is a dead terrorist. Bokwari said they have, they have graduated, and in their custody they have over 170,000 repentant terrorists and their families. These are the children they kidnapped, raped. They call them their wives, their family. So it is not that these guys really care about the insecurity or these Arewa criminals. They are mostly just not happy that they've lost. I mean, it's obviously coming together that they are not in control, and they hate it that they are not in total control. So now they will now cook just the same way they cooked Jonathan, a southerner. All right. So that, by the year 2027, if for those who are going to remain, they can just say a southerner is using the Boko Haram to kill them. And watch this. In the next few months, because it's going to get worse. I kind of like to remind you, because when I look at what they are doing and what they are saying, and I can see the contrast in them, right? So it's easier for me to kind of predict where this is headed. Okay? It is going to get worse. All right? And because it is going to get worse very soon, they are going to make all of you, they are going to try to make all of us believe that this terrorism never existed when Bokwari was there. Yes, they are going to make you believe that. They are good at that. At that, hypocrites. You know what I mean? Liars. And for those who know them better, Number one, it's unfortunate. Like I said, any of us who can be a victim of any of this anytime. All right, any of us can be. However, before you become that victim, you should be able to genuinely, honestly speak out without any agenda, without even you having any closer affinity or closer proximity with any, or either affinity with the victims, or any closer proximity to the scene of the event. You don't have to be. Now that you still have your freedom, you speak out. But there are people who are already kind of like blind with this religion of a thing. And I'm glad if that is going to explode from northern Nigeria. I am willing and happy to cover that. Right? So, and I also probably would love to see if this is going to be the new thing. Once they kidnap you, just come online. We'll raise money. Go and pay the kidnappers. So some people are now saying, isn't it better to cut the defense budget and create the Ministry of Ransom, Negotiation, and Payments? Wouldn't that even make us, just make it official. All right? Instead of spending 4 trillion, 5 trillion naira, 6 trillion naira on defense, the money that ended up in private accounts outside Nigeria, why don't you just create the Ministry of Ransom, Negotiation, and Payment? So then you can kind of bring a standard that says, listen, if you kidnap a girl, it's going to be this price, your ransom. If you kidnap a boy, it's going to be this ransom. If you kidnap a whole family, now your ransom be this. So we need to know, like they put the standard there. So if you get kidnapped and they say 50 million, and you say, no, that's not the right price. So, you can easily say, that's not the official price. So, the official price is 15 million. Oh. And they say, okay, who told you? And you say, go to the website of the Ministry of Ransom, Negotiation, and Payments. It's there. They said if you kidnap somebody who is, you know what I mean? Like, just take everybody down route. Like, there will be no fights. Possibly, maybe there will be no killings. Here you get. And once you make the payment, you take your receipt. So the ministry can develop a standard that says if you are kidnapped last month, you cannot be kidnapped again for another 3 months because you need to recover. So they kind of maintain standard instead of spending your trillion and trillion and trillion on equipments that you will never use, except when you use it on your citizens. The intelligence that you are paying for and gathering that you will never use, except when you use them on your citizens. So they are no longer useful. You can no longer protect the people. Tell them the truth. Listen, if you kidnap a whole school, now 100 million you go collect. Oh. Don't come back here and begin to say people should begin to pay 10, 20 million. No. The standard is if you kidnap a school, if you kidnap from a school, like a whole school, now 100 million. Say, okay. No wahala. So pay 100 million then. Come and take them. Say, that's good. That's the deal. We don't want it. We don't want shitting. And then maybe if you get employed in the Ministry of Ransom Payment and Negotiation, the next time you go for negotiation, you'll be telling the terrorist, listen. My friend, listen. This is the standard. I cannot cheat you. I'm a man of God. Okay? I will never cheat anybody. Okay? This is how the standard is, and your money is 75 million. Gasikia. And then they will say, I can only release 200 people. It's not even in your interest to keep them here. Take the money. If you leave them here, you'll be paying, you'll be feeding them. I work for government. I know all these things. I am trained for all of this. Release all of them to, okay, you know what? Mo put everything together, all of them, the 300, I'll give you everything last. 85 million last. Maybe that would be better. Because it seems that things have gotten to a stage where people have become so poor that they probably have nothing to sell anymore to meet the demand of these terrorists, because the government is not going after them. I never believed that all these terrorists that we are talking about, like we are dreading like this, Fulani terrorists, go on TikTok. Baba. Terrorists get followers for TikTok. Everything, you know, all that stuff. I'm not talking about Fulani herdsmen, Fulani terrorists that are showing their cams. They are showing what they do with all the guns, AK-47 and all of that stuff, cooling down, you know that stuff. Go on TikTok. And Nigeria has no intelligence to get them arrested. And you believe that. So now they have to raise money online to get everyone kidnapped out. There is this young copper. They said he was walking to Abuja to go and congratulate Tifnumbu. Then suddenly, some soldiers just came from nowhere and they started kind of pursuing him like, say, stop following me, oh. I'm live, oh. Everybody can see you, oh. Please don't touch me, oh. Like we were really. Look at him.
I just want to pass a message. Put me wrong if I'm wrong. Did you see what I felt since 4 days? Sir? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Except you want to take me with force, sir. So just let me complete what I started, sir. Sir? Nobody is aware. Nobody is aware. Even the media is not aware. So that is why I just decided to do this, so I can just pass my message.
But you know where the presidency is?
Wherever he is.
I mean the presidency.
Wherever he is, I will meet there. Except let me just go there and let the president tell me he doesn't want to hear from me. Then I will go back. So sir, you are telling them to come and carry me with force. You know I'm already live. They are doing hands.
I
know, then you see me with the flag. You know I'm not. I won't use force. No, excuse me. Sir, you want to spoil my phone? Sir, wait, let me spoil my phone. Sir, people are watching.
Yes,
people,
that's why.
Sir, you want to spoil my phone? Sir, you want to spoil my phone?
Sir, you want to spoil my phone? Obolomo, he's been on the road for 24 days. Somebody was supposed they camp. They said he left his posts for he left his station for 24 days. So he did road. While they walk out from Lagos to Abuja with Nigeria flag. And he said he has a message for Tifnumbu. Along the line, they cited him, and the rest is history, as you can see tonight. Let me show you. When they talk about these kidnappers, in Abuja, they said in Abuja, in the last 3 months alone, they have kidnapped over 200 people. Over 200 people have fallen into the trap of kidnappers in just about 3 months alone. They do not wait for you on the road anymore. They come to your house and they could do this.
This just happened today in F41, Kuba, Abuja, on the June of 8th. some kidnappers came here, blew up this place, trying to kidnap one of the residents in this compound. They already took one person at the downstairs, so they tried gaining entrance to this person's residence. Thank God for him. He's safe. They could not get him. And I thank God for my children and I, we are safe as well. This is what this country has turned into, that nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. They come to your house and kidnap. This is where we have gotten to. This is what we have found ourselves in this country. This happened today at about 12:30, at about 11:30 to 12 in F1 Abuja. This just happened today.
And Abuja is the federal capital territory of Nigeria. You will think, since all these criminals, majority of them have relocated to Abuja, so security in Abuja will be top notch, right? You are on your own. That's why I said any of us can be victims anytime. And when we are talking, when we are speaking out, and we expect those, especially those who are more affected, to also kind of join us, add their voice and speak out, and they choose not. You just feel like, okay, maybe when you become the victim yourself, maybe those who are closer to you will join us and add the voice. Because you see, these rogues, they have all it takes to get rid of all of these criminals, but there is no political will. How do you go ahead and wipe off the terrorists that you brought into the country yourself for political reason, to reignite your Uthman Danfodio madness? That you want to conquer the land of the people that are infidel on their land. You want them gone, but you want their land. I mean, who does that? But you choose to keep giving excuses and reasons why this cannot be and that couldn't be, to the point that those who have survived the Nigeria kidnappings, especially so many of them who have been able to tell their stories, said in most places where these kidnappers operate, including their camps, they are mostly not far from military checkpoints, where you will expect that, oh, the military will hear us or they will kind of do something, to the point that even right now, if you Google it, you will see where Nigeria police, Nigeria military have been convicted or have been like dismissed and then arrested simply because they were leading the kidnapping ring. It is one of the most lucrative business in Nigeria today, kidnapping for ransom. The most lucrative business today in Nigeria is to get your meal ticket and join the looters in government. You can easily have access to public fund, free money, or you join the kidnapping ring. And people believe that all of those who are supposed to actually not just speak up, do something, they all have the political advantage or the political side, the political advantage side of this whole thing. And they will also do everything to frustrate that. But Nigeria president has so much power, like so much power, if he has legitimacy. Somebody like Tinubu has no legitimacy, has no real control per se. He would want to have that control, but there are always going to be limitations, that some lines he must not cross. They are coming for him, and I'm kind of liking it. A lot of you have said if you should stage a revolution now, the northern Nigeria will not support you. I understand that under Bukwari. Others in the northern Nigeria today are saying if they should start a revolution or a protest now, it's going to be, oh, they are doing it against a southerner. But look at me, 8 years, these northerners, especially these Arewas, they thought Bukwari was one of them. During elections, the trees were contesting, the axe was contesting, and during the campaign, the axe was able to tell the trees in the forest that, look at me, I am made of a wood which is from the trees, right? And I'm also made of a steel, iron, which is also from the hearth. I am one of you. Look at me. See, I'm wood. Touch me. And that was how the axe deceived the trees in the forest to be elected their leader. And you know what happened next? The axe started cutting down the trees. When the entire forest started screaming, we thought you were one of us. We thought, you have our blood running in you. We thought you are a northerner. Oh, we thought you are a Muslim. We thought you are a general. We thought you are like us. How come you are killing us or watching them kill us? Because immediately after, the axe brought his people and they started cutting down the trees. 8 solid years. Bokwari cut down the trees of progress, the trees of safety, the trees of employment, the trees of real development in northern Nigeria. And what did the Arewa do? They defended it because they were like, he's one of us. He hasn't caught me. I know that the axe has been cutting all these trees, but he hasn't really caught me, except for this small mark, except for that small mark. And today, that axe is no longer there. It is a lone, what do you call that machine that is cutting down trees in the forest now? Lumberjack. It is not the axe anymore. It is chainsaw. You know that chainsaw. You know why I said chainsaw? Because now this one has no sampling of wood at all. It's not made of the trees. It's not made of the Arewas. It doesn't talk like them. It doesn't look like them. It doesn't you know what I mean? It's from the south. We must do our best to resist this chainsaw, because even though the axe and the chainsaw, they are doing the same job to maul and they cut down the trees, right? Now they are more angrier. People will want to teach Peter Obi a lesson. Now them can't learn lesson now. And them can't cry, say, Tifnubu won't kill all of us. Secure the north. Who go secure the north? Is it Tifnubu that will come and carry gun and secure the north? Ribadu. Why? How come I forgot the name of this former Shena Yobe? No, not Yobe. Jigawa governor. What's that his name again? That's their defense minister. I can't remember his name is gone anyway. But it's the former Jigawa governor. Former Zamfara governor is the junior minister. And all of these people, for 7 months now at least, or let's say the last 5 months, if they give a shit about you as a northerner, they would have actually brought out a memo, the memo that would have matched the soldiers. You know, Nigerian army is playing a defense in northern Nigeria for a reason. There are parts of northern Nigeria that are called ungoverned territories. If you cross to those parts unknowingly, oh Lord, they are doing NYSC. Yourself, you are packing bag. See, I have said this before. A lot of you, probably because of your faith, because of your belief, and the God that you serve, that is so powerful. Listen to me very well, Stop blaspheming God, though. Are you with me? Nigeria will and serve. Which Nigeria are you serving? Have you not heard the latest that to serve Nigeria is not by force? There's something I'm going to show you. And this was the NYSC, from the NYSC. Give me a second. NYSC advised their students, their core members, that Ogbeni, if you are going to serve in any part of Nigeria, you are advised that you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can actually pay for your ransom. NYSC is not going to be responsible for your ransom. So if your family member is going anywhere to go and do their traveling, this is on NYSC, what do you call that brochure? You know, NYSC brochure. So when traveling in high-risk roads, such as Abuja, Kaduna, Abuja, Lokoja, Okene, or Aba, Port Harcourt roads, then alert your family members, friends, and colleagues in order to have someone on hand to pay off the ransom that could be demanded. This is from the NYSC Nigeria. This is not a Photoshop. So if I am talking, you might think I am kind of a sweet talking or I'm condemning. No. This is real life now. Nigeria will serve. If you cannot serve Nigeria where you school, Baba, fi Nigeria le don't go serve Nigeria. Is it by force to serve Nigeria? To serve Nigeria is no longer by force. Because that's the future. Future now. That is the future. If all of you sending your children here and there, even if you like, okay, go and buy your ticket for them. They will still be taken. And there you are, you would have to pay ransom, of course. There are ungoverned territories in northern Nigeria. Okay? Areas that the government of Nigeria no longer go to. And in some of those areas, the neighboring towns that are still in control of, that Nigeria still controls, even policemen, military, everybody don't move away. I told you now, in Nigeria, Nigeria police station, they close at, not all of them, I'm saying, some Nigerian police station, they close at 4 p.m. for security reasons. It's not safe to spend the night there in the police station. They don't keep prisoners or anybody in their cell. Sure, you understand now? They shot at 4 for security reasons. And some of you will find out when you get to those places and this country is so beautiful. If not for this bad leadership and insecurity. And they will just be like, just record them well, because that's the last time you're going to talk to them. When you finish, bring the phone and enter this cell, Kada. Sir, you said what, sir? If I repeat myself, I go blow your head. I'm going to go to TikTok, go and see some of these guys, the kind of videos they put up. So, show what there? Anyway, the Arewa are currently mobilizing. And I think I should help them mobilize. If you are from Arewa, because maybe in the next 1 or 2 days now, they will announce to you that they have released these people. All right? They have killed one of them. Okay? May God rest her soul. One other very sad thing, this Olori Brukus, because that's the way I see them. Some of them are already saying, the father has found peace. And he has said, the death of his daughter is Allah's will. No, that can't be Allah's will. They killed your daughter. Terrorists killed your daughter. Terrorists pardoned by the supposed people in government that were supposed to protect you. Now you have all over the place repentant terrorists roaming everywhere from the north to the south, endangering the lives of the Nigerians that were supposed to be protected by the people that decided to pardon murderers, rapists, terrorists as repentant. And I have never seen a repentant terrorist in my life that is still living. The only repentant terrorists I know, the only repentant terrorists I know are the terrorists that are dead. They don't repent. And that put the lives of Christians, Muslims, and some of us who don't get religion in danger simply because some criminals thought they could do it. And some enablers, Arewanistan, thought it was cool until it is no longer cool. So if they call for revolution, I will amplify it. If you see them anywhere, join them. Let them scatter everything. Because if not, ladies and gentlemen, 8 years in it, una just use 7 months. Una still have what? 7 years, 5 months. You better start getting used to it. Eni to maku lo maku. Eni to maku lo maku. Last, when everybody kind of now reach that point of no return, where you look around and be like, at least now death be the final. And before I die, I don't want to die young like Agbalumo. I am going to fight for this. Everybody's going to get to that stage. I promise you. Okay? But for now, people just don't want the Arewa to gaslight them. And some of you are already catching cruise with the fact that you are going to make sure that everybody suffered this for the next 8 years. No way out of it. Once they finish, they should put Shitima there. You suffer for another 8. So by 2039, you can now bring it back and just give it to Bajabia Mule until 2037. And all of that in your warped mind, as you always imagine it. The people from Plateau, they do belt. He said people from Plateau, people from Southern Kaduna, Igbos, they will never be president of Nigeria. Really? One of them said that. So then you can begin to share the mystery between yourselves, or you can end it. Now, when you know that last, Muslim, oh, we not spare Muslim ticket, oh, we not spare any Muslim from any of this economic hardship and crisis, from all this terrorism and all this, you know what I mean, killings. You, whether Muslim or Christian, oh, they will not shield you. Incompetent criminals will always produce one thing: a failed country. Now it's now going to be over to you, to see if you probably will, end it. That's kind of my own dream anyway, So we have to work on that. Meanwhile, I want to say thank you very much, everyone, for this first part. I should have reminded you. So tonight, I am going to launch that 15,000 studio fundraiser. And I am going to be counting on a lot of you. Not to pressurize anyone and what have you, okay? However, I am going to, launch that in any moment from now. But the way we're going to do it is this. I'm going to take calls, okay? However, while taking calls, I am going to be talking to you. I'm going to be like, taking you through why I need your help. And I am also going to be raising the fund live here. And then I want to see if this is actually still possible or is an illusion. I don't have illusion or delusion. So I believe it is doable. So I want to try and see if we could run this through the end of the month, so that in February, we can take that leap of faith and open the door to the future. Mayegun's Diary, Political, and the studio. So I'm going to go get myself a cup, go make myself another cup of tea. So when I get back, I will be taking calls, okay? And then we can have a chat. You can talk about what is going on now. You can ask me questions and all of that. And I'm going to keep refreshing the page to see how lucky I get tonight. And thank you very much to those who have already started it. Let me see if I can show you something. One moment. So I have people who have already sort of taken to the GoFundMe page. Let's see if I can share this screen. And even though we haven't really launched it per se, but some people have already been there to to show support. And I want to say thank you very much. So what the screen looks like. Oh, That's great. Thank you very much. And I can easily see everyone that contributes to this tonight. Okay. So the link is going to be in the comments for those who are going to use the online support link. And to those who don't really use PayPal or any online stuff, I'm also going to plaster the account details on the screen. Then we can mix it together. Usually, this is my fundraiser now, which simply means that I'm just supposed to sit back and talk to you about this, read questions and all that. I'm going to take calls because we had a conversation before now, okay? But while we prepare for that, I am going to go make myself another cup of tea. And when I get back, we will continue from here. So please don't go anywhere yet. All right? I will be back. Thank you very much, everyone. I am back, and this is us. We are about to start now, or let me say we have actually started. So at this point, there is a single sort of appeal I am going to make, okay, just know something. This is not a compulsory that you have to kind of participate. I'm talking about donating and all that, right? However, if you also, sometimes, people kind of you feel cool, like, oh, I love this, so I'm going to support him. And then something happen, you change your mind, like, no, I don't want to give him anymore. The old system allows you to get to take your money back as well, okay? And to those who have already kind of showed up, thank you very much. So I believe oh, sorry, I just missed that call. Hang on. So I believe that what do you call it? We had an expectation of tonight, okay? And like I said, I am going to be counting on those of you who said, oh yeah, let's know. And this is it starting, okay? And it's going to be like that, like every night until we meet the target, or we meet the target. And meeting the target simply means that whatever happens, all right, the studio is going to start next month. However, we just probably want to see what kind of a studio it should be, if we should have that kind of choice, right? So now, if you need to if you want to participate in that, I've already shared the link. If you're watching me on Facebook or you're watching me on YouTube or elsewhere, there's already the description and the details in the description, rather. Yeah, the details of how to be part of this is already in the description. And yes, thank you so much to these following people. I'll see the face. Give me a sec. So we have those who have kind of like turned up from the start. I'm talking about Tokumbo, Macaulay, Olai. I'm gonna pop that up. So I have Adebayo. Thank you very much, Adebayo Ella Banjo. I've got Olaya Olayemi. Thank you. Tokumbo Macaulay, Adekunle Koya, Olubukola Ajibola, and Eniton Olubumi. Bless you for all of that. And then, indeed, like I said, the line itself is going to be opened, okay? But give me 1 sec. I just stop by in Kano for just a few seconds. Sorry guys, right? The what do you call it? My phone line seems to be having problem again. All right. So I'm trying to kind of see if I could possibly fix that while we do this, right? So thank you very much. Let me check our screen. And like I said, okay, it's gonna be live, and indeed you can still pretty much call in and share on view as usual. So I have Priscilla. Thank you very much, Priscilla. Thank you very much, Godwin. Anytime, thank you. Like I read earlier, so I have all this, Meanwhile, if you are participating in it and you don't really, need to give any percentage of your donation to the platform. Just remove that from, from whatever charges is asking you for, okay? And you can also use the PayPal, which is you have to like possibly copy the link. I think that's the way to use the PayPal for those who want to. So let me say thank you to this person who has indeed reached out via PayPal. So I want to say thank you to you. Hang on. Oh, I think I've mixed it up. So I want to say thank you to you, Ugo. Ugo Chuku, I got your message there. Thank you. Let me see the other person I kind of also have there. Give me a sec. Right. Give me a sec. I think I've kind of matched them up. Anyway, so thank you, Ugo. I got your message. I also got a message of a gentleman earlier, but I possibly have just mixed them up now. Okay. Anyway, thank you. And on the GoFundMe, I've also seen, you know, I think I've refreshed that already, Priscilla. Sorry if you are trying to get through and somehow the line is not ringing through, I wouldn't understand why, because I decided to restart the the phone to make it easier to call in. I think I'm experiencing some network error there. That's so not good. So again, if you are indeed up for this, indeed you can use the link. And Olujemi, I think I just got something from Olujemi as well. So let's refresh the page. Thank you so much, Joe. Hang on. I think I could possibly make it bigger. Let's see. I should be able to make it bigger. Right. I actually want people to call in while we just put this aside, okay? I'll be checking it every once in a while, even though it is my fundraiser, okay? However, it doesn't really have to be the center of the whole thing, okay? You can still pretty much participate in this conversation tonight. We can still have that engagement as well. And as everybody who has participated in the first part of this are opting out, just remember, if you don't want to be part of this as well, just like the broadcast, share it, okay? And now we see you some other time. Or if you kind of want to be part of this as you are right now, okay? I advise you don't really have to participate in the fundraiser, all right? Pick up your phone and call in, and let's see if your own call is going to get through. Because I'm actually having that. Yeah. So let's make that happen. So thank you. Now I have, I think I have another person, generous person there, who has participated as well. So thank you very much. I think, give me a sec. So I might need to kind of short this page and kind of refresh it through another one. So it's currently, hang on, yeah, it's currently not refreshing that, but I have seen somebody's donation that just popped through as well. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to be back in a minute as well again.
It's because I spoil you and you are getting too indulged and too insulted. When I'm talking, you are talking. It's because I spoil you and you are getting too indulged and too insulted. When I'm talking, you are talking. It's because I spoil you and you are getting too indulged and too insulted. When I'm talking, you are talking. It's because I spoil you and you are getting too indulged and too insulted. When I'm talking, you are talking. It's because I spoil you and you are getting too indulged and too insulted.
That's Kolu with the Agberos of Lagos, okay? But I'll put that aside, all right? I got something from Sebili on the GoFundMe. I got something from Olujemi, and somehow, right, it is yet to update. So, but thank you, by the way. I got that. And I'm so sorry that I missed your call. Plus 34 there. So I was kind of, then I've got Adeola. Adeola, I have seen your hand as well. So, but let me take this call while I'll refresh my screen at some point. So thank you so much for all of that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Hello, Uncle Mayogu.
How are you, sir, Baba? How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. How about you?
Well, I'm very well, oh. I'm here. And thanks for asking.
I'm only 14 years old.
You only were 14.
14. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just stumble on this or you've been around in a while?
No, my mom's been watching and she likes you a lot, so I'm just watching with her.
Right. Bless you. What's your name?
Ebunfe.
Ebun